after a full preseason, or just in terms of being ready for this regular season to start?
Feel pretty good. Obviously, that's just the beginning. A lot of kinks, stuff you gotta work out. But overall, I feel pretty good.
What do you think is going to be key to getting off to a better start this season?
I think attacking the focus. I think the focus is just going out there and competing at a high level. I think you compete at a high level, and then everything will fall in line as long as you're competing. So I think competing, obviously paying attention to detail, and just breaking the gates and doing what we do best.
You said back in the defense when Rudy's off the floor has to get better. You said a lot of it was on you.
Yep.
What have you maybe done in training camp to get better when it comes to that aspect of defense?
I think just dial in and focus on who I'm guarding, what's their tendencies. Something that I did last year, but I think we're being more focused on it. Knowing the task at hand for myself, obviously that's a huge task and a huge onus that I'm willing to take on. So just being able to be ready, staying ready in all positions at all facets of the game.
Defense in that area, Julie is kind of in the front court. So more streamlined this year with each other.
Yeah. I think just being more comfortable with how to guard things and how to switch and so forth and so on. I think we've been great at that in preseason. So got to have the mentality to pull that over to obviously game one and the rest of the games.
Now, when you talked to a couple weeks ago, you were asked about goal and minutes and stuff like that. You said you feel like it might be a little bit different. What do you think? How is it going to be different?
Well, I think for maybe the first couple minutes, I'll probably be in with the younger guys. So I got to kind of quarterback and obviously help those guys out where I become the vet in some of those situations, and then just try to get the ball moving side to side, and score the ball. Those are some of the similarities I think will be to last year. But I think being a huge vet presence with the second group, like I said, I got a lot of younger guys. So and then going through practice the last 2-3 days, we made me really realize all right, I got to really become a vet. So it's fun though. It's kind of becoming the teacher. I once was the student. So.
Is it more like scoring? Is it more ball in your hand, or is it more leadership?
It's all three actually. But I will say, for the most part, probably leadership. And just going through the stuff, making sure whatever I go through, they're watching me do it. So I got to do it at a high level and so forth and so on. So.
As you've mentioned a few times that you really like playing with Rob, and it sounds like you're going to be with him a little bit more this year. Mm-hmm. What is it about playing with Rob that's so kind of fun to play with on offense?
He's score whenever he wants, pass the ball whenever he needs to. I think the biggest thing for me is though, even on defense, he might be small, but seeing him really try, I think that's the biggest thing. And he's not going to just back down just because you're taller than him or bigger than him. That's the biggest thing I like about him. He has heart.
Heart, I know he had last year, but have you seen improvements on kind of on the court things?
Yeah. Being able to be a point guard on the floor, I think that's been huge for him. Getting in the paint, making plays, kicking the ball out, floating the ball, pick and roll, hitting the pocket, hitting the opposite corner, just making all point guard plays that I've been able to see him this year be comfortable make, opposed to last year, which rookie year, kind of stuff like that kind of happened. And then that's kind of where the vet leadership comes in for me, just kind of helping him. And guiding him in some of those areas is what I can.
As you've always said, the rest of the league looks at you as a starter, you look at yourself as a starter. But when you are coming off the bench, but then you have this responsibility now of being a leader and everyone really looks to you in that moment, does it kind of even cement the importance of that role even more, even if you're not getting introduced in the starting lineup?
Yeah, 100%. That's kind of where you got to differentiate, who I was 3 years ago opposed to who I am now. Sometimes you kind of got to just, sometimes you might not be the starter. You just got to go on the floor and become the starter in that group. If that makes sense. And that's kind of something that I've trended to do this preseason.
And how challenging was that?
Not really challenging, and just being more comfortable with it and knowing that I have to do it every day. Knowing that, like I said, I got a lot of younger guys looking up to me in that group. Whereas if I got to do the right thing so they can do the right thing, and then I can help them follow suit. So, just staying consistent. I think that's the biggest thing with it. It wasn't hard, just being consistent with it.
Are you more excited to wear the Trees jerseys or the Prince jerseys?
Trees. I like all black. So, and we haven't worn all black in a couple years. So, I think the Trees jersey is my favorite.